Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to RC Insiders. Today we're going to do a quick review of this DEWALT 20V XR Jig Saw. This is model DCS334b. This is the improvement to the brushless version. Got this thing, if you guys remember, we did a review of the DEWALT heater. So when we did that DEWALT heater, we had to buy some batteries for it, for the cordless version of it. So we went ahead and we got this as our free tool with the batteries. So we are going to do a quick review of this today. Just going to take it out and just check it out real quick. So guys, I don't know about you, but I'm always super stoked to get a new tool. And this one, I actually needed a new jigsaw, and this just happened to fit the bill perfectly. This is the XR brushless model. Lots of cool features on here, guys. You got the quick release for the blade. It accepts all T-shank blades. We have the ability to turn the table from 15, 30, and 45 degrees. We'll demonstrate a couple of these cuts. So to make that work, you just unlock the table lever, you slide the table back, twist, and then it'll have positive stops in the back at 45 and straight, which is obviously 90. Lock it in, good to go. So we'll start out at 90, and there's your positive stop in the back, and just lock it back in. Alright, one cool feature, you have the variable speed trigger. So as much as you pull on the trigger, that's how fast the blade will go. I believe this goes up to 3,200 strokes per minute. And then you also have up here on the top, you can set your speed anywhere from 1 to 7, anywhere from just starting out all the way up to 3,200 strokes per minute. So you can adjust that either way. Also, this jigsaw has a lock, almost like a gun safety. So when the lock is on, you can't pull the trigger. Unlock it, you can pull the trigger. You can also adjust the orbital angle of the blade. So you can go anywhere from straight to 3 different adjustments. So you can basically adjust how aggressive you want to be with that. So just like your RC guys, always read your owner's manual, your operator's manual. There's going to be a lot of information in here that you need to know about your new tool, safety being the #1 thing. You will get one wood blade, and this little guy right here is for if you're painting finished surface or cutting finished surfaces. It's called an anti-splintering device. You put that in there, and it will help you stop from splintering your painted surfaces and your fine surfaces. Pretty handy little thing. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with these things before in the past, but they do reduce splintering. Like I always say, if you got a finished surface you're worried about tear out, you don't want any jagged edges, I always tape it, then make my line, then cut through the tape. Works like a charm. Let's go ahead and pop in a 20V DEWALT battery. Oh, by the way guys, it's freezing outside, it's snowing, it's raining, but with our DEWALT heater, nice and warm in the garage. So we'll go ahead and set this speed up here at 7. So this is what we mean by variable speed trigger. And it feels really nice in the hands, alright? So if you pull it just a little bit, and then the more you squeeze the trigger, so variable speed trigger, and this is setting #1. That's as fast as it'll go, and then you can adjust it up here. So a couple different ways to do that. So here's a cool demonstration of what this orbital adjustment does. So we'll go ahead and pop in a blade, safety first. So I got the safety on. If you're not comfortable with that, you can always just take the battery out as well. This is how you insert the blade. So open that right up. That goes in there. Let it go, and it's locked. Just as simple to take it out. So undo it, take it out. So no more hot blades, guys. You know how sometimes you want to change the blade and that blade's hot? Well, there you go. I got so many burns on my fingers from that. It's crazy. So we'll put our blade in here, and just for demonstration purposes, I want to show you how that orbital adjustment right here works. So this is basically hold on a second. There I go. I didn't have the blade in all the way, guys. So that's your straight up and down cut. And then find this adjustment. You'll see it, the angle change. All the way up to there. So you can see the holder inside. We'll start to push the blade into the wood. Basically it'll make it just a lot more aggressive. So you don't want to use it on your finished cuts. That's just straight up and down. Adjust that orbital adjustment all the way up. And it'll start to act like a chopping motion into your wood. Alright? So we'll go ahead and set this all the way down at 1. And we got a little 2x6 here. And safety first, guys, put your safety glasses on. And we're just going to make a quick cut right across this 2x6. That's at low speed. Then we'll turn it up to, let's say, 4. And then we'll go ahead and turn it all the way up to 7. Pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and we'll adjust that orbital adjustment all the way up. Or wait, that was all the way up. Now this is straight. So you see how much, when you got your your orbital adjuster straight for your straight up and down cuts, you're going to get a lot finer cut. You're not going to get any of that jagged stuff flying everywhere. But of course it will take a lot more time because you're not getting that chopping motion. Now we'll switch it all the way to your highest setting and watch how fast it chews through the wood. So big difference there, guys. So if you got a lot of cutting to do and you're not worried about the surface or your tear out, you know, go ahead and crank that baby up. If you want a nice fine line like that, put it all the way back down to straight. Right? And then we'll switch it to aggressive. Cuts it almost as fast as a skill saw, guys. Another sweet feature on this DEWALT are those super bright LED lights that come on anytime you pull the trigger. It really helps you to see the line you're cutting. Like when I look over there, that light, oh, we'll switch it back to a straight cut. That light really lets you see a line. And if you'll notice, guys, DEWALT has this, it's called a dust blower system that's happening. So what it's doing is it's pushing air right towards the blade, and it's not allowing a bunch of dust to gather on your line. really awesome deal. So you got the lights and you got the dust blower. So it works out really good with the blower, blowing the dust out. It keeps your line of sight working great. So you gotta say you really want a precision cut or whatever. We'll go ahead and knock this thing down to, let's say, number 4. We'll get a slower cut, a lot more manageable. Oh my God, guys, is that a perfect circle? No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, yeah, so the blower keeps all that dust off the line. You got a nice line of sight to what you're cutting. The lights, fantastic, they work great. We do a lot of flooring. We use jig saws for a lot of flooring cut. So, you know, we want to speed that thing up, keep it on a straight cut. You know, you can make all kinds of cuts with this stuff. You know how flooring, guys, how difficult it can be sometimes? It really works out well. Now that'll fit right under the door. Just perfect. The saw feels good in your hand, guys. From what I've heard, you can get hours of use out of just one battery on here. So basically 1 or 2 batteries, your whole entire shift, you should be good. It's not like you're going to be sitting there with it running the whole time. You probably get a whole entire shift out of a battery. Make them finicky cuts. So much stuff you can do with the jigsaw, guys. It's one of my favorite tools by far. It's the most versatile. You get in a pinch, you know, you can, your skill saw died, you ran out of blades, whatever, it's getting too dull. You need a quick cut. Well, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna turn that baby all the way up. We're gonna mark our line. Like I said, yeah, it's not an ideal skill saw, but in a pinch you can use it as a skill saw. You know, you can use it for all your circle cuts, anything that needs to be precise. Yeah, you can use it for anything. So yeah, angle. You can make lunch out of wood. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this thing in lock. And let's go ahead and we're going to cut a 45. Or why would you cut a 45? Well, when you're in carpentry, you're going to need a lot of 45s. So remember, you unlock that. The table slides back or forward. And you go all the way over, push it back in, lock it. Bam, now we can make a 45-degree cut, guys. This is our first 45 with this DEWALT, so we'll see if it will even go through. I don't think it's going to go all the way through a 2x6. Let's put it on. Hold on one second. I know we got some kind of wood around here. Alright guys, so with this length blade, obviously you're not going to get through 2x material, but we found a piece of 1x. So let's say you need a 45 right here. Undo our safety lock. See that, guys? Perfect 45 with a jigsaw. And the really cool thing is with the DEWALT, with this DEWALT, we unlock it. You need your 45 to go the other way. Boom. Locks back in place. Lock it. Now you got your 45 going the other way. Right? Oh, safety first. Boom, 45 the other way. Look guys, we're halfway to a box. And of course you can speed the blade up, slow the blade down, straight cut, aggressive cut, any way you go. You know, 45s you can adjust the blade to anything in between, from 0 all the way to 45 in either direction. Pretty simple. And then you got your positive stops, like I said, at straight, 0, and 45. Just a freaking awesome machine, guys. Super aggressive. Nice fine line cut. Nice smooth finish. Perfect. And of course guys, you can get longer blades. You can get metal blades, you can get flush cut blades, you can get all kinds of blades, but the machine itself is what does it. The mark proof floor here, this is removable. So if this gets all messed up, you can simply replace that instead of having to buy a whole new table. Works out really well. And of course you're not going to mark up all your material because you got this cool plastic shoe on there. So there we go guys, what do you think? I'm super happy with it. Can't say a whole lot more about it. I've had a lot of jigsaws over the years. This is by far the most comfortable feeling. Has probably the best and most features I've ever had with a jigsaw. Couldn't be any more happy with it. What do you guys think about it? You got that variable speed trigger, anywhere from just nothing all the way up to 3,200 strokes per minute. You can also adjust that, you know, right there with your thumb. If you don't want to go, you know, accidentally go too fast with something, boom, you set it on your low setting, and then you can adjust it as you go. And even when you have this set to a certain setting here with your thumb, like that's as high as you can go, you still have variable speed with the trigger. So you can still go barely, but when you have it set at 1, it won't go faster than that no matter how fast you pull the trigger. So if you're doing some super precise cuts, you know, that could be a good deal, because if you didn't have that, you know, locked on 1, you could accidentally do something like that, right? Man, I just love it. Love tools, guys. I love saws. Jigsaw, by far the most versatile, I think, saw that you can have in your arsenal. If you're looking to add a jigsaw, we highly recommend DEWALT. DEWALT's always been known for great tools to begin with, but the DEWALT XR brushless jigsaw, we're going to put that right up at the top of the list of things you got to have if you want to do some construction work, or, you know, just around the house or whatever. Highly recommended. Great saw. Alright guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit that button before you go. And until next time guys, happy bass.